This is what we're going to use for the ceiling. Just trying to decide on the color and style that we like. We've used some of this stuff before. It seems to hold up alright.
So this is what we decided to go with, the dark gray with the white trim. Look how pretty the sky is. Like it. So pretty.
Should have everything we need now. Got some insulation, a couple boards to fur out the steel studs, and then our decorative paneling. Have to get some, we'll get some trim once we get all the decorative paneling kind of temporarily hung up and decide what we want to put on exactly. We'll see you in the morning. We are going back in again because I forgot to get some screws. This is what we're gonna use right here. They should work pretty good. I've used some before. Not a bad price either. Alright, I think we're officially out of Menards for the day. Alright, it's the next day. A little work area set up. Gonna get everything out of the trailer that we brought home yesterday from Menardos and get started. So what we're gonna do is use this pink foam that we have over here. That's 1 inch, and that'll go in here. And then we'll fur out the steel studs with some 3/4 boards. That way I have something nice to anchor all the decorative paneling to. We got a couple pieces in the trailer. It looks pretty good. This one was really tight, so I'll have to try to start cutting them just a little bit smaller. Because I don't want it to push up on the roof too much, because this is just kind of hanging out there. Alright, so we got a little update. We switched from using the square and a utility knife to score and snap it to using the skill saw. It just seems to work a lot better. Whoever built these trailers isn't very good with the tape measure, and all these studs up here, like the ends of the last one we just put in was 15 inches, and then the center was 14.5, so I had to cut a little angle into it. No big deal. We got it in there. It looks good. I was covered in foam dust. I'm covered in foam dust. Just about got all the foam in. Just to kind of show you guys what we're dealing with. This side here, we got about 14 3/4. And then we're coming down to this side. We're about 16 1/4. But yeah, this is where we're at so far. It's going pretty well otherwise.
So we just got all the installation put up. This is what she looks like, and next I'm gonna put the final piece in. She looks pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy.
This is what we're going to use to fur out the steel studs, just to make everything a little bit easier for us to put the ceiling up. It's just some 3/4 board that we ripped in half. It's about 2.5 inches wide, so we have something to screw to instead of steel studs. See how many of these I can drop. Wear your safety squints.
I'm going in. This is boring.
Gonna take a quick break. You guys probably won't see that though. But yeah, we ended up with this. This is what we got going on. Shout out to my uncle for having this awesome idea of furring out these steel studs to make it easier for hanging my ceiling panels and then trimming it out eventually once the ceiling is done. But yeah, it's holding the foam up a little bit too, just keeps it from falling out. We wedged the foam pretty tight. Some pieces are loose, and then it's also supporting this until I get my paneling in there. We're gonna put the panels up now. It's kind of bluish, so we'll cut some down. I got the measurement in my head, what we need, and then I'll show you putting them up. We got all the ceiling panels hung. Doesn't look very pretty right now, but gotta trust the process. Once we get all the trim boards up, you won't see hardly any of the flaws that are in here right now. It was not very fun hanging this stuff on the ceiling. It's not the most user-friendly thing to use, but it's cheap, so that's why I used it. So you just gotta go pick out some trim and get that up and then make it all look finished. All the screws will be covered too. Everything's pretty much 24 on center, so should be pretty easy to cover up. That's a wrap for the day. Alright. That looks alright from a distance. It's a Saturday, so you know what that means. Time to go watch some Supercross since it is Supercross season.